I love my tools, but there's something fundamentally satisfying about making things with your hands, using techniques that have been around for centuries. In this video, we're exploring timeless crafting techniques like wood joinery without nails, hand-stitched leatherwork, ancient pottery methods, traditional weaving, and gilding with gold leaf. Whether you're a seasoned DIYer or just starting out, you'll learn something new and be inspired to try something different. So let's get our hands dirty and rediscover the beauty of these traditional crafts. Traditional crafting techniques are not just about making things, they connect us to our history and culture. Let's talk wood joinery. There's something incredibly satisfying about fitting two pieces of wood together perfectly without using a single nail or screw. One of my favorite examples is the dovetail joint, used for centuries in furniture making because of its strength and durability. These interlocking dovetail shapes create a joint that's incredibly strong and resistant to pulling apart. Another classic joint is the mortise and tenon, often used in chairs, tables, and other furniture pieces where strength and stability are key. What fascinates me about these traditional woodworking joints is that they're not just about function, they're also about aesthetics. A well-executed dovetail joint or mortise and tenon is a work of art in its own right. And the best part? You don't need fancy tools to create these joints. All you really need are some basic hand tools, a bit of practice, and a lot of patience. There's a meditative quality to hand-cutting these joints. It's just you, the wood, and the tools. It's a chance to slow down, focus on the task at hand, and create something truly special with your own two hands. So the next time you're working on a woodworking project, give traditional joinery a try. You might be surprised at how satisfying it can be. Techniques like the dovetail and mortise and tenon have stood the test of time for a reason. They offer unmatched strength and a timeless aesthetic that modern methods often can't replicate. Now let's talk about another craft that stood the test of time: leatherworking, specifically hand-stitched leatherwork. There's a reason why a well-made leather wallet or belt can last a lifetime. It's all in the stitching. For centuries, leather goods were essential for everything from carrying tools to protecting yourself in battle. One of the most iconic hand-stitching techniques in leatherworking is saddle stitching. It requires patience, precision, and a fair bit of hand strength, but the results are well worth the effort. Saddle stitching involves using two needles, one at each end of a thread, and passing them through the leather in opposite directions. This creates a stitch that's incredibly strong and less likely to unravel if one of the stitches is compromised. It's the same technique used to stitch saddles back in the day and is still the gold standard for durability in leatherwork today. The evenly spaced, hand-sewn stitches add a level of detail and craftsmanship that you just don't get with machine stitching. You don't need a lot of fancy equipment to get started with hand-stitching leather. So if you're looking for a challenging but rewarding craft, give hand-stitched leatherwork a try. You'll be amazed at what you can create. Hand-stitched leatherwork has a rich history, with techniques passed down through generations. From ancient armor to modern accessories, the art of leather stitching has always been about combining durability with elegance. Let's get our hands dirty literally and talk about pottery. For millennia, humans have been shaping clay into vessels for cooking, storing food, and creating art. One of the oldest pottery-making techniques is hand building, specifically a method called coiling. You take clay, roll it into long, snake-like coils, and carefully layer these coils on top of each other, pinching and smoothing them together to create the shape you desire. What I love about hand-building pottery is that it's accessible to everyone. You don't need a pottery wheel or any fancy equipment. All you need is your hands, some clay, and a bit of water. Hand-coiled pottery has a unique organic feel to it. You can see the individual coils, the subtle variations in thickness and texture. It's a testament to the hand of the maker, and that's what makes it so special. Pottery is a fantastic way to connect with an ancient craft, get your hands dirty, and create something beautiful and functional. So give it a try and see what you can create. Ancient Greek pottery, for example, often featured intricate designs and was used for both practical and ceremonial purposes. In Japan, pottery is deeply tied to the tea ceremony, with each piece reflecting the wabi-sabi aesthetic of beauty in imperfection. Native American pottery is known for its geometric patterns and was often used in daily life as well as in rituals. Ancient Chinese pottery, especially porcelain, was highly prized and traded along the Silk Road. Each culture has its own unique pottery traditions, making this craft a fascinating window into human history. Let's shift gears and talk about weaving and basketry. These crafts have been around for centuries, providing us with everything from baskets for carrying goods to intricate tapestries that adorn our homes. Before the advent of plastic bags and mass-produced containers, woven baskets were essential for daily life. The beauty of weaving and basketry lies in their simplicity. They involve interlacing strands of material, whether it's natural fibers like willow, reeds, or grasses, or even strips of fabric, to create a cohesive structure. One of the simplest and most satisfying weaving techniques is basket weaving. It's a great way to learn the basics of weaving and create something useful at the same time. Weaving and basketry can also be incredibly artistic, with intricate patterns and designs. So, if you're looking for a relaxing and rewarding craft that connects you with nature and allows you to create something beautiful and useful, give weaving or basketry a try. You'll be amazed at what you can create. Finally, let's talk about a craft that's synonymous with luxury and opulence: gilding, specifically gold leaf application. This is the art of applying thin sheets of gold to surfaces like wood, metal, or even glass to create a stunning gilded finish. For centuries, gilding has been used to embellish everything from furniture and picture frames to statues and religious artifacts. The key to successful gilding is understanding the process. First, you need to prepare the surface you'll be gilding with a special adhesive called gilding size. Once the size is tacky, you carefully apply the incredibly thin sheets of gold leaf. Then, using a soft brush, you gently burnish the gold leaf, smoothing out any wrinkles and ensuring it adheres properly. If you're looking for a craft that's both challenging and rewarding, and one that allows you to create truly stunning pieces, give gilding a try. Additional techniques include using a gilder's tip to handle the delicate gold leaf and a gilder's knife to cut it precisely. Finally, applying a protective sealant can help preserve the brilliance of your gilded masterpiece. Gap 3S. Next, let's dive into the world of metalworking, a craft that combines precision, strength, and creativity. Metalworking has been a cornerstone of human innovation for thousands of years, allowing us to create everything from simple tools to intricate sculptures. The process begins with selecting the right type of metal for your project, whether it be steel, copper, or aluminum. Each metal has its own unique properties and requires different techniques. Forging involves heating the metal until it's pliable and then hammering it into shape. Welding joins pieces of metal by melting their edges and allowing them to fuse. Metal casting involves pouring molten metal into a mold to create complex shapes. Whether functional or artistic, metalworking offers endless possibilities for creativity. So there you have it, folks. 5 timeless crafting techniques that have stood the test of time. These crafts are more than just hobbies. They're a connection to our past and a reminder that sometimes the most satisfying things in life are made with our own 2 hands. They teach us patience, precision, and an appreciation for the process. So the next time you're looking for a project, step away from the screens, roll up your sleeves, and try one of these timeless crafting techniques. You might be surprised at what you discover about the craft and about yourself.